A lot of people like pick really adorable kids' names and then they're adults, and I'm just like, you should get an adult name. Hello ladies, and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Today I'm going to go over 15 names that I love and my husband had a hard pass on. That's okay. I have a spreadsheet. It has 77 names on it, so 15 can be lost to the wayside because of his opinions. And I truly do want him to love any name we choose, but I'm going to give you the 5 boy names and the 10 girl names that he said absolutely no to. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up though, and subscribe to my channel if you're interested in following my infertility journey. Along with the spellings of the names, I'm actually going to include their ranking, their popularity ranking in the US right now in 2018. And in case some of these come up and you're like, that's not a name, you can see exactly where they rank in popularity right now. The first name that I love for a boy that got absolutely demolished by my husband was Braylon. And he said, quote, "It sounds made up and half-assed." Okay. So the next name actually came from, well, it comes from Pride and Prejudice, but there was a modern take on Pride and Prejudice done as a YouTube series that I watched, and from then on I really liked the name, and it's Darcy. My husband said it was a girl's name, so we can't use it for our future sons. Following as ever, my trend of loving last names as first names, the third one on my list that didn't make the cut for my husband was Fallon. He said it immediately made him think of Jimmy Fallon, and he was having no part of it, and it got a solid no. The next one he didn't even give a reason on, he just had a hard pass on it, and it's Trexton. I really like it. It's following that trend of using more X's in names, and I just really kind of thought it was newer, and I hadn't heard it a whole bunch, and was kind of again, like a very adaptable name. I think I've mentioned this in a different video. I like names that don't carry like specific personality traits with them already. And I like things that are like adaptable, so if they turn out to be like nerdier, it's okay. If they turn out to be a jock, it like fits. Like I want to make sure that it fits with whatever they do. I'm also very cognizant of whether or not it'll sound okay in a business setting. A lot of people like pick really adorable kids' names and then they're adults, and I'm just like, you should get an adult name. And finally, the 5th name that my husband said no to was Caven. And his reasoning actually makes sense, and now that I hear it, I can't unhear it. And he said that Caven sounds too much like Craven, and he's not for that. And I agree, you don't want someone to like make fun of your kid because their name sounds too much like an insult, so oh well, it's gone. Alright, moving on to my girl names that I absolutely loved and my husband said no to. The first one is Blakely, and his reason was, quote, "It doesn't sound like a real person." What? Blakely is a real name, and frankly it almost made it onto my other list as being too popular. So he's gonna have to learn that there are a lot of Blakelys out there. The next one that I absolutely loved was Valeria, and he said it sounded like an alien. Oh, this one did hurt me. Normally I'm like, there's a zillion names out there, so it doesn't bother me that much if he totally puts the kibosh on one, but this one actually hurt me a little bit because it was like vying to be one of my favorites, and it was Remington, and I really liked it. I thought it was a really strong girl name. And he said, Remington? Like the guns? That's like naming your child Honda. Next one on my list is short and sweet, and it's Ren, and that is exactly why it got taken off the list. It was too small, my husband said. Right at the midway point on the list of names that didn't make it is Calliope. I really like this name. My absolute idol, Felicia Day, named her daughter Calliope, and it's also a character on Grey's Anatomy. I just thought it was super unique. I hadn't heard it before, and when I said it to my husband, he said, "It sounds like just a sound." And then he proceeded to make a lot of random jarbled noises to prove the point. Next on my list is Estella. I really liked it. I thought it was very graceful, and then my husband said it sounds too much like Cruella. Gone, proving that my husband has an infinitely diverse pool of reasons to not like names. Coming in next is Brighton. Not okay because it's the name of a city in Britain. Didn't know that was part of the name. The second to last name is one that I toyed with. Do I like it? Do I not? And I thought about it for a few days and I'm like, I really do actually like it a lot. And maybe I'll try to sneak it in as like a middle name. But it actually comes from one of the films that I watched a lot as a child. Don't ask too many questions about this, but from Signs, the little girl, her name was Bo. Finally, coming in at last on my list of girl names that my husband wouldn't be a part of was Braylee. And I didn't get a reason for this one. He just said no. So that's it. That is my list of 15 names that I love, but my husband says no to and won't be making it in as at least first names for our children. And if you found this video interesting, you can check out my other videos where I go over the 12 top girl and boy names that were too popular for me to put in the running for our future children. And if you are interested in following my journey personally, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to follow me and my husband along on our infertility journey as we try for these children that I've already said my name. I'm not the only one that's done that. Please tell me if you have a bunch of children's names picked out before your children that don't exist yet. I'd love to hear them in the comments below. But until next time, ladies, keep on fighting.